With the NFL season quickly approaching, it got me thinking the New York Jets have a new quarterback. What should I be expecting from Zach Wilson, year one?
Jets, Jets!
Welcome to Jets Talk. My name is Ryan. I'll be your pilot today. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. If you've been here before, welcome back. I love having you here. Boys and girls, if you wanted your shot to get a Zach Wilson shirt before the season, you better get them quick because they are almost out of stock. And if you wanted your shot to get tickets to the Week 2 home opener against the division rival New England Patriots, make sure you leave a comment down below and get yourself entered to possibly win those tickets. I'll be giving those away sometime in the middle of August or so. But let's talk a little football. And by talk a little football, we're talking a little bit of Jets. And speaking of talking a little bit of Jets, the Talking Jets panel with me, Green Bean, and O'Leary will be coming back July 27th. So make sure you tune in every Tuesday night, 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock. Hang out with us, talk Jets, and just have an all-around good time. But let's jump into the video for today. We are talking Zach Wilson and what can we expect from him year one. Now, Kyle Shanahan is the quarterback guru out in San Francisco. We poached his offensive coordinator, passing game coordinator, I guess, because he's the offensive coordinator. Anyway, Jets are bringing the 49ers system into MetLife, into the New York Jets organization, and we're going to try and figure out what should we be expecting from Zach Wilson year one in this system. So, nice enough, Kyle Shanahan has been around the league for quite some time, so we have a little bit of background on how this system works for the quarterbacks that he's worked with. And the two quarterbacks we're going to be taking a look at today are Jimmy Garoppolo and Matt Ryan. Now, I only looked at the first year within the Shanahan system, so that way it kind of gave us an idea of what to expect year one, because all these numbers did get a lot better as he kind of progressed in each season. So we're kind of looking bare bones, keep in mind rookie quarterback, new head coach, all these different, moving pieces, new offensive line, they got to gel and whatnot. So little grain of salt, but that's where the context came in for this. So completion percentage-wise, the first year with the Shanahan system, Matt Ryan 66%, Jimmy Garoppolo 67%. So hopefully for our Zach Wilson, we're going to hope he gets a 66%. I think that seems like it's right about average. We'll take the lower end of it. I'd be pretty happy with that, considering Sam Darnold was a 62%. So for his career high was 62%. So 66 would be quite nice. Yards per attempt, Jimmy Garoppolo led the way here, 8.8 yards per attempt. Matt Ryan, 7.5. We're going to split the difference here. We're going to hope to get to 8 yards per attempt for Zach Wilson. By comparison, Sam Darnold, 6.8 yards per attempt. So nice little tick up in that regard. Now we're looking at yards per game. Yards per game from Jimmy Garoppolo. I had to do it yards per game wise first year because he didn't play an entire season with the 49ers. So 260 yards per game for him. Matt Ryan, 287 yards per game. So for Zach Wilson, we're going to shoot a little bit less than that. We're going to say 250 yards per game. I'm going to be a little conservative here. So not too shabby. Sam Darnold, 232 yards per game. So that would be an uptick in production there, an extra 18 yards per game. QBR, we're talking 82.7 for Jimmy Garoppolo, 64.1 for Matt Ryan. I'm going to say we split the difference here. We're going to call it 75 for Zach Wilson. There's really no rhyme or reason to it. It's just, I guess QBR is based on how much the quarterback helped the team win. I don't know. It's kind of a weird stat that you can't really get a concrete definition of. By comparison, Sam Darnold, 45.9. So 75 would be way better. Keep in mind, 45.9 is the career high for Sam Darnold. Touchdown percentage. This is a percentage of touchdowns based on the amount of attempts you had. So Jimmy Garoppolo, 3.9. Matt Ryan, 3.4. We're going to hope that Zach Wilson has about a 3.5. We're going to beat Matt Ryan by 0.1, but still be below Jimmy Garoppolo year one. Interception percentage, 2.8 for Jimmy G, 2.6 for Matt Ryan. We'll take the higher end on this one since we took the a little bit higher end on the touchdown one. We're going to say 2.8% for Zach Wilson. So factoring all this stuff in, because there's a lot of per game things, what does this actually mean? Well, there's 17 games in this calendar year. We're in this season, I guess, first year with that. So what does this translate to? I looked at the amount of attempts that Jimmy G and Matt Ryan had when they played full 16 games. I went to Kyle Shanahan, Jimmy Garoppolo's full 16 game season, the year they made it to the Super Bowl. He had 476 pass attempts. Matt Ryan, his first year under the system, 614 attempts. So if you factor in one more additional game, just over 500 for Jimmy G, and it would be like 640 roughly for Matt Ryan. So we're going to say based on 500 attempts for Zach Wilson, because I think the way this team is going to work this year, we have built the offensive line to really utilize the running game. We have the fast back in Michael Carter. I'd like to see us utilize a lot of play action, a lot of running the ball, really settle Zach Wilson in. Don't give him too much right off the bat. But 500 attempts, I think, is a realistic option here. That's about 29 attempts per game, I think, roughly. So with that in mind, we're talking 66% completion percentage, 8 yards per attempt, 250 yards for a total of 4,250 yards. For those of you wondering, that would be the Jets' season record for yardage in a season. Now, Joe Namath has that record set when there was 14 games. We now have 3 additional games, so not really the same based on a yards per game average, but I'd be pretty excited based on the quarterback production we've gotten out of the Jets quarterbacks in the last 30 years since I've been a fan. So that would be a very nice plus. Based on the percentages and the attempts, 17 touchdowns, 14 interceptions. So really not a crazy stat line that I'm trying to predict here. This is something that I think for a rookie quarterback, this is a lot that you can build off of. And keep in mind, Matt Ryan and Jimmy Garoppolo had significantly better stats as they stayed in this system and got to really learn it. So year 2, you could be looking for a really big jump for Zach Wilson. So guys, let me know in the comments down below, what is your stat prediction for Zach Wilson? Do you think he breaks any records? What should we expect from him? Are we going to be disappointed? I don't know. There's so much that could possibly be happening here. All right, let me know in the comments down below. And as always, go Jets.